Sailing. Yachting is an Olympic sport starting from the games of the first Olympiad, with the exception of 1904 and possibly 1916. Sailing was always a part of the Olympic program. The sailing program of 1948 consisted of a total of 5 sailing classes. For each class 7 races were scheduled from 3 to 12 August 1948, Torquay, Torbay, on England's south coast. The sailing was done on the triangular-type Olympic courses. The start was made in the center of a set of 8 numbered marks that were places in a circle. During the starting procedure, the sequence of the marks was communicated to the sailors. By picking the mark that was most upwind, the start could always be made upwind. This system is, at least in certain German lakes, still in use. Great Britain's last surviving gold medal champion from the 1948 Summer Olympics was David Bond, who sailed for Great Britain in the Swallow class. Venue. As we quote from the official report, Torquay was, perhaps, an inevitable choice as the venue. It is exposed only to easterly winds, which are rare in summer. Moreover, it is remarkably free from strong tides and currents and other navigational hazards, and thus there is nothing or next to nothing to be gained from the local knowledge which is so profitable in difficult waters. The sailing event had, since the distance to the London area, a separate opening ceremony which took place in Torquay. The opening was made by IOC chairman, Mr. J. Siegfried Edstrom. A 14-nanometer course was created for the Dragons and 6 meters. The Star and Swallow sailed a little more inshore on a 10-nanometer course, while for the Firefly a 6-nanometer course was set close to the coast. The closing ceremony was observed by 10,000 spectators. The medals were handed by Sir Ralph Gore, president of the International Yacht Racing Union. Competition. Overview. Continents: Africa, Oceania, Europe, Americas. Countries. Classes equals male equals female equals open. Medal summary. Medal table. Remarks. Sailing. Modern techniques like hot molded plywood in an autoclave and aluminum mast and booms made their entrance in the Firefly. This Olympic sailing event was gender independent but turned out to be a men-only event. This was one of the triggers to create gender-specific events. This, however, had to wait until 1988. The series were scheduled over the 2 Olympic weeks. Race 1 to 4 in each class were sailed from 3 to 6 August. Race 5 to 7 took place on 10 to 12 August. This was done so that boats could be overhauled after the first set of races. The best feature of this Olympic was the scoring system. Quote from the official report: "The number of points awarded to each other competitor diminishes under a given formula according to the placing of his boat at the finish." This system was invented by an Austrian sailor. Advantages of this system are: winning races is well awarded, so sailors are likely to fight till the end of the race for each place, less ties than with the point-for-place system. The score of the winner reflects the number of entries. Together with the scoring system, it was introduced that each team could discard its worst result. The courses were laid and patrolled by vessels of the Royal Navy. The 2 major Axis powers of World War II, Germany and Japan, were not invited to the games. Sailors. During the sailing regattas at the 1948 Summer Olympics, among others, the following persons were competing in the various classes: Richard Sauby, the future designer of the fin in the Firefly; Jean-Jacques Herbulot, the future designer of the Voreen in the Firefly. He also designed the Herbulot spinnaker. Agostino Stralino. Between 1949 and 1956 he won 8 consecutive European Championships in the starboat class, here or also in the Star. Enrique Seeberger Sr., oldest of the Seeberger Salas clan. a family that in total had 20 entries in the Olympic sailing competition. In the 6-meter tour, home 2 times gold and twice silver medalist since 1920. In the 6-meter, Magnus Carl now spanned the longest period in Olympic sailing. In the 6-meter, Paul Elvström, although he did not finish the first race, he won his first out of 4 consecutive gold medals. This one in the Firefly